Well, I want to thank our speakers, Crystal, Tori, and Ed. Thank you. What great information. We learned a lot about our community. Yes. And how we can invest locally. And that's what the main principle of a cooperative is. It's people in a community coming together and bringing something to that community to meet a need. And the need in this community was a food store that not only provided food, but provides food that's produced locally as much as possible, provides a place where people can come and meet and sit down in front of the store windows here where our deli seating is going to be and look at the community. It's also a place to meet up here and have meetings and gatherings such as this, something that's needed. Also the location downtown. As with many downtowns, Medford's downtown is in a revitalization stage. And what a great way to get that going, but with a food co-op and some gathering place. So that's where we're at. That's why we need help now. It's great. We have made great progress. It's amazing. The co-op world can't believe that we already have over about 1,600 members, and that translates into over 1,000 households. They thought, well, when you get 500 households, that's pretty good. Well, then go for 750. Now we've reached 1,000. So we are pretty much amazing in the co-op startup world, as far as startup co-op. So feel very proud and privileged that we're bringing this to Medford. But many of us say, okay, we have bought subscriptions. We are now member owners. We have part of this. So what is this with the owner loan program? Well, please know that this is a very common way for co-ops to bring in money. This is how we show community support. This is the collateral that we bring to the bank. We have nothing else other than we're leasing the building. We don't have the building. So all we have is community support. And I just talked to the bankers today, the National Cooperative Bank, and they were asking how we were doing with our owner loan program. I said, we've been getting the word out. It's in progress now, and we're having a meeting tonight. And so that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the community support to make this happen. And I love Ed's drawing now that the pen finally started to work on the rectangle, but the roof. Let's raise the roof. Let's use this as an example of what we can do. And I was raised on a ranch in Montana, and I actually was privileged to take part in good old-fashioned, what they call barn raisins. But it wasn't just barn raising. It could be a house. Somebody new came and moved in. They needed something built right away. The community got together, and not only was it work, but it was a celebration. There was always a party the whole time it was going on, and then celebrating. It might have taken a couple days or several weekends, but it was always a party where there was a big potluck that went on, and that's what we're doing here. We're raising the roof. And so let's do that with Medford Market. So to help make that happen, we have a table of materials in the back. Many of you probably already seen this because we've had this out for a while. But we have a brochure about our owner loan program. We also have the note agreement to sign and other information. We have board members at the tables in the back here to answer questions. We have our name tags on so that you can identify who we are. But we also have some goodies for you too. So what we invite you to do is when you're coming up to talk and find out about things, please, we have some delicious cookies. But what's even better is we have some fresh, picked, seedless grapes from one of the board members' yards, and they are yummy. So we have those out there for you too. So grab a cookie, grab some grapes, and come and talk to us. Another important thing that happens with cooperatives too is participation. As owners, you have a say in what goes on with the cooperative. And as owners, part of that is coming to meetings. We have owner meetings. They're usually the first Monday of the month. But this month, since that was Labor Day, we're having one Monday, this coming Monday, and we actually have a special guest. He is with the National Food Co-op 500. His name is Stuart Reed. He happens to be in the Northwest visiting, so he is going to be here that night, be available. He will give a short presentation and answer questions. So please come to that. The meeting will be held here upstairs at 6 o'clock. Also, with cooperatives, part of the things you can do is by participating on subcommittees, volunteering for activities. We always have that information available at our owners' meetings. But also another thing that's coming up is board of directors elections. And so one of the great things is participating by helping out on the board of directors. So we also have materials and information back on the table if you would like to consider running for a board of directors. We have the job description and we have an application. So we please invite you to do that. We have 4 terms that are up in the beginning. There's 7 members on the board. And so please feel free to do that. We have more information, 2-year terms. Also, we have information if you happen to own a business, how you can be a business sponsor. And also, we're also starting a sponsorship program. So if you're a business or an individual who would like to do more than participate in the owner loan program, you can actually provide funds through that. So we can really raise the roof and get this going as soon as possible. So I want to thank you for attending. This is really great. What's really amazing is seeing this room so lit up and seeing the possibilities of what can happen here. And since this space is not under construction like downstairs, we can possibly open this up in the next couple of months for people to rent out for meetings or reunions or whatnot. So we're pretty excited about that also. So with that, we have refreshments in the back. Also, right now, you can ask questions if you would like to of any of the speakers, but also we'll be in the back there so you can ask questions also there. So yes, that.
I see.
Yeah, excuse me?
Can I just ask you to give the contact information for people who may be watching the video?
The first question was, if you come in and say loan $2,000 and then on down the road you want to loan some more, could you? And the answer is yes. Just to clarify things, what the loan offering is between $300,000 and $495,000. $300,000 is going to be held in escrow, any monies that we bring in, until we reach $300,000. That's just to make sure that this loan offering reaches its potential. And we had to do this by going through the Oregon security law, which took several months of preparation. So but our maximum offering we can have on this is $495,000. Otherwise, we would have entered into a whole new security laws thing that we couldn't enter into. And your second question was?
Have you lined up local suppliers?
Yes, thank you. Second question is, have you lined up local suppliers? And the answer is yes. And we are working on that. We have a presence at the Growers Market each Thursday. And then also in touch with different suppliers. Also our different events that we've had, a lot of them have donated different foods and wine, everything from wines, cheeses, bagels, whatever. And so they're online also. So it's pretty exciting to see all the local folks who are very anxious to see us get going and get open. Our contact info is, our phone number is 944-COOP. That's 944-2667. We have a website, www.medfordmarket.org, or our email is medfordmarket@hotmail.com. And so please get a hold of us, and now we can go for questions.